So anyway, these two Vtuber actually forgot something that they actually need to address, and also think that not all PC gamer actually have a Joy-Con or controller. Not all PC gamer actually come from someone who actually always play console game, because personally I am actually a console gamer before. I actually play many things in console. I never yeah, no, not never though. I haven't even touched PC until I actually start VTubing, or maybe like starting my YouTube content creating. But anyway, let's see the video.
Okay, well, let's just jump into it.
Recently, there's been a pretty big spike in new Punishing Gray Raven players that've come to try out the game for the first time thanks to the rising popularity and closed beta test 2 of Wuthering Waves.
Of all the new players that I've seen come into chat, I think only like 2 have stayed. Maybe 2. Like, genuinely, not a lot have stayed, all right? They rode a hype train, and unfortunately, they got bored immediately after when they realized, yeah, you know what? That kind of hurts.
So hard to swallow pill, like many of the people and also all of like the content creator that actually got this beta test, like that this close beta test, the CBT2, is actually not many from the Punishing Grey Raven, but even the Punishing Grey Raven community that I currently actually been socializing, actually like surprised that Rexland doesn't get the yeah, the closed beta test 2 on the first day, and like many other is actually from like the other fandom. But like, if you guys actually spend more time, if you guys actually spend more money, maybe I'm just gonna be blunt here. If you guys actually spend more money in Genshin Impact, and then you actually spend more time in Genshin Impact, and you actually competitive in Genshin Impact, would you actually go and play Wuthering Wave though? Like, Genshin Impact and also Honkai Star Rail actually like well, Honkai Impact is actually on open world. Honkai Star Rail is actually semi open world, and Honkai Impact is gonna be almost open world, semi open world. And would you actually spend more time going around in 3 different games, and then some other game developer actually giving out a new game and it's actually open world, and you will actually spend more times going here and there, just like that. I've been like playing Elden Ring now, and using the open world kind of thing, fighting and everything else, it's actually time consuming. So I won't even play any other game aside from Punishing Grey Raven and also Wuthering Wave when it came out though. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do, right?
Let's fast
But
forward though.
I actually did a video on why you're not motivated for alpha. Very good video covering, and she summed it up perfectly in that one video, which is about this long. But the point is, people weren't motivated, okay? They didn't stay. They rode a hype train and then they just fucking left.
They rode a hype train and they fucking left. That's actually 100% true. Seriously, that's actually 100% true. Like when the when the PC client is actually here, like when the PC client is actually there, I actually stream my Punishing Grey Raven using my mobile phone, for crying out loud. And when the PC client is there, I'm still using my laptop, because all of the things that I actually use is actually my PlayStation 5, my Nintendo Switch OLED, my ROG Phone Ultimate one, the Pro one, and I didn't give a fuck of getting PC. I just use my laptop on doing streaming. But like when the PC client is there, everyone start playing from the beginning and they freaking left. Why? Because the intro of the game is really long and everything else and yada yada yada. That actually is true even to the Punishing Grey Raven community that I'm actually socializing. They actually say that it's true. Everyone will actually skip the whole lot on the beginning of the chapter and everything else. But like, they rode a hype train on the PC client, and also now they rode a hype train on the Crimson Wave.
I'm more I'm more impressed by his beard. I wish
And
my
while
beard
as a
looked that
PGR
good.
and Wuthering
There's a
Waves
reason I
content
have to
creator, this
shave.
is very much exciting
I
for
wish I
myself.
have that many
I
here
think
though.
the fact that people are coming to PGR from Wuthering Waves is causing a little bit of friction for some new players. And
Okay, so really what's going on is a lot of people came over. Okay, so if anyone didn't ride that alpha hype wave, they rode the Woowa hype wave. Or in my case, okay, so how did I start PGR? About 3-4 weeks ago, I heard about PGR because I heard about Kuro Games from hearing about Woowa and hearing who the developer was. I was curious what other games the developer had made. So then I found out that it was Punishing Gray Raven. So I did a bunch of research on Punishing Gray Raven. I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, this looks very fun. Now I didn't stumble across the alpha video. Somehow. So I never rode any hype train. I just was like, oh yeah, well, let's just go check out Kuro Games. So in this case, this is not a bad thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I actually played the game in day one. You can actually check my community post. There's actually a place for like how many days or how many what is it? How many years that you actually have played Punishing Gray Raven. I actually play from day one. My account is actually from day one, aside from the CN account. The CN account is not from day one, but like the global one is actually from day one. And yeah, I didn't ride a hype train. I actually found the game. I actually played the game because I don't really like the idea of playing a game with all of it just a bunch of girls in it. Disclaimer though, yeah. Disclaimer though. But like yeah, all gamers is actually riding a hype train. This is unpopular comment because like everyone ain't gonna be accepting this like what is it willingly, because like everyone actually rode a hype train when they actually saw their waifu, when the anime of their show that their favorite show is actually having a game adaptation, they will actually went in.
This is not a bad thing that they checked out Punishing Gray Raven from Woowa, but at the same time, they might be expecting the same level.
No, they Wua from Punishing Gray Raven is just like player from Genshin Impact actually trying Honkai Impact. How would you actually feel that? Like I don't know though. I don't know. Like you're missing a lot. Like yeah, you're missing a lot. Like seeing my account, seeing my Punishing Gray Raven account from day one, and then playing Wua actually from day one. It will be a good experience for me. Why? Because I don't need to spend much time in Punishing Gray Raven, and I don't need to spend much time in Wuthering Wave. Why? Because the Wuthering Wave is start from zero, and the Punishing Gray Raven I actually start from zero, and I actually on the end game right now. So all the thing that in Punishing Gray Raven is actually end game content. So for people from Genshin Impact jumping into Honkai Impact is actually gonna be a whole lot adaptating. Yeah, adaptating. They need to adapt to what they actually have in Honkai Impact, because I play Honkai Impact before I play Genshin Impact, so it's kind of it's kind of hype for me for Genshin Impact, because I actually played from day one, and the game the thing that I actually make me really hype on Genshin Impact is actually Raiden Mei becoming the Shogun. The Shogun, and then Yae from Honkai Impact actually turned into Yae Miko from the Genshin Impact, and that's actually the thing that I actually hype about. But now I actually didn't play both of the game because I actually more focused on doing a competitive things and Punishing Gray Raven, just like that. So when you actually more competitive on a game, when you actually more devoted to a game, you won't even need, or like you won't even have a slightest idea of moving to another game. Seriously, you won't even be someone like that unless you actually have a huge disappointment to the game.
I don't know how to exactly word that, but I don't know. Let's just continue.
I figured as the resident PGR and Wuthering Waves guy, I would give my take on it and give new players a little bit of a warning and elaborate on a few things. So I recently came across
This is the fun part. This is the fun part. Wait. I'm blocking him.
Other
Wait.
gotcha gaming content. He covers a variety.
We're actually supposed to
There
be
we go.
watching that video later too. We'll get into that.
I've seen his content for some of the games that I play on the side, not as main content for this channel, but he recently released a video about punishing Grey Raven has some
Hell yeah,
major
we got you.
issues. And I wanted to address some of those issues because I think the reason that people are having them is because they're coming in with the wrong expectation. Kuro Games, the developer behind both of the games, is known for its peak combat ability, some of the best that you can find in the gacha genre, with great animations and effects and kits and a variety of combat styles that are available that has really impressed a lot of players.
Let me elaborate on that. It isn't one of the best combat. It
is currently the best.
Of all released gacha games.
It is currently the best.
Combat. You want gameplay, fluid gameplay. You want actual like combat. Then it is 100% the best. Okay? I don't even know if that can be considered an opinion. That is fact. Okay? Genshin Impact, fucking Zenless Zone Zero is not released yet, but it doesn't really. Honkai Impact 3rd is pretty good, but its combat isn't on this level. Okay?
They
none of those games.
But like I actually agree with that opinion though.
Iceberg, right? That is the literal tip of the iceberg. Almost every gacha game pales in the comparison to the peak combat experience offered by Punishing Grey Raven. It is absolutely insanity. The amount of effort they put into this game. And it's just so good.
There's a reason why people who like Nier Automata and Devil May Cry series and other action-based combat games really like to play them because, let's be real, they know what they're doing. However, people
True.
They
freaking do. They freaking do know what they're doing.
Combat in terms of the mechanics and how the game is played are coming in with the wrong expectations on PGR. And the big thing that comes out of it, like you can see in the text on screen here, is that people don't like the UI.
I'm not reading that.
Think that the skill mechanics are polished well for PC. The person.
Okay. Considering the PC. Okay, so we went over this earlier in stream. When did the PC client come out? It came out like mid last year, you guys said, right? The official PC client, right?
Yeah, it was like
camera? Also, yeah,
when Leaf patch is actually in. So
whoopsie.
The stupidest thing is people actually complain about the PC client when the gameplay, not the UI, I won't say the UI, when the gameplay is actually used for mobile gaming, just like how Honkai Impact did. They actually is on phone. You can actually just make the UI actually disappear so that you can actually feels like you actually play in the PC. But no, since Punishing Grey Raven need you to put those orb. Okay. I will actually.
So came out in April with Anonymous Star. Okay,
there we go.
It came out roughly a year
there we go.
ago.
Oh.
So
animations, the character.
Okay, so what I got sidetracked because of moving my camera.
Okay. The game on paper is great. I love the animation, the character, and instance mode, but the button input on PC is so confusing. It seems like it made by an indie company, not trying to diminish. Right now, indie games are at that peak. I tried following the guide to use the mouse for normal attack, dash, but WSD and the dexter button input you have to touch seems to be someone with 8 fingers on each hand. On each hand, my gosh. Wait. I wanna hear because I wanna hear their opinion about it.
Right.
Let's see.
So He's 100% right. Okay. 100%. So,
Okay, that's funny though. That's funny. Wait. Let me move.
Are polished well for PC. The person
so the UI when I started was very complicated for me to figure out because I'm an idiot. Okay? I will let that shit just go right over my head. Like my ADHD, I will get sidetracked by all the different buttons. It's like there's also 2 guide buttons. I'll make a more detailed video on this problem later. But the UI can be confusing, but at the same time, once you grow and adapt to it, like any game with a UI, any game, every game that you've ever played, every game has a UI. You have to grow and learn to use the UI, okay? Same thing for Monster Hunter, Dark Souls, okay? They say the fact that, okay, so those games had the same problem, right? Where people criticize Dark Souls and Monster Hunter saying that the games had shitty UI. Now, I'm not completely saying that is a bad take. It isn't the best take, but it isn't a wrong take either, because it can be very confusing. It can be. And I think PGR has that problem too, where it can be very confusing for a new player to go in and look at the UI, right? And so the UI can pose a problem, but there's also more problems than that. Because new players aren't going to go, okay, let's go click on settings. Let's go check out the UI settings. Okay. Well, oh, what's this? I can customize the UI in the battle screen. I can get rid of some buttons I don't need. I can shrink things. I can enlarge things. I can move things around and make it to my appearance, to whatever suits my what I want to see or how I want to play. So you can make it customized to your style. But not many players are going to think to go do that immediately off the rip unless a veteran player tells them.
Summarized it in this way. The game on paper is great.
Okay. Let's see what Connor's opinion is.
Input for PC is so confusing that it seems made by an indie company. Not trying to diminish right now, indie games are at their peak, but I tried following guides to use the mouse for normal attacks and dashes, but WASD and the extra button inputs you have to touch seems to be for someone with 8 fingers on each.
Okay, and so this goes into why. Now, I don't know how Rigashu and other PC players do it, right? So for me, so one thing the game also doesn't tell you is after you beat the first story mission, you unlock controller support. When you get into the first menu, you can close out the game, go into your settings. You can plug a controller in. It supports PS4 controllers. It supports PS5 controllers, Xbox, okay? So you have options available to you. So this is not, again, this is 100% true, but the game also doesn't tell you that for PC controls, you can swap to an alternative mode by pressing Y on your keyboard, and then you have an alternative keyboard mode. It doesn't tell you this. And this is, again, another thing I'll cover later on. But this is why I use controller, is because some of it can be very hard to, like for pinging and attacking, it can be very hard to get into the flow. You can plug in the controller when you start the game with Lotus. Okay, well, I didn't know that. So you can really just plug and play, guys. You can plug and play. So don't let that stop you. This game has 100% friendly with controllers. But again, the game isn't going to tell you that, yeah, this game supports controllers. I had put my ultimate on the Z because I kept accidentally. Yeah, my PS5 controller is being very.
Unlike Genshin and
okay, you definitely heard that, bro. You do not need it so fucking loud.
Wait, let's see. Let's see.
So let me show you what they're talking about. Now, unlike Genshin and
okay, you definitely heard that, bro. You do not need it so fucking loud. I can take that insult to the bottom. You're all good. I reason for that.
Okay, what the hell is happening to him? What?
There's no reason for that.
Games of a similar kind. As you can see along the bottom,
you're all good. I can take that insult to the face. I don't care.
those different colored
I am
orbs.
yapping about the other
Those
side
are your
because someone's
skills
being
in this
loud
game.
during a
Each
react, and that's
character has 3
disrespectful in
different
my
colored
opinion when I'm
orbs
trying to make a
that can
video on it.
activate 3 different kinds of skills. Kits may vary in that case. But if you notice along the bottom, it's reading my controller input right now, but you can see there's circle, X, square, triangle.
If you guys notice, he actually reversed the button from the ping, this ping here, from right to left to right. Okay. I'm gonna get to that later. I'm gonna get to that later.
L2 circle, L2 X, L2 square, L2 triangle. Orb pinging is essential in punishing Grey Raven in terms of getting the 3 pings when you need them, or in some cases for characters.
You play Candy Crush, guys. You play Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Namely, you try and color match 3 pings, okay? You're playing Candy
passive
Crush.
Abilities, you need to ping the right orbs entirely to activate their core passives. So you need to make sure that you are pinging the right orbs along the bottom. Now, if you're an MMO player or somebody who's used to having a lot of inputs, that's not going to be a major issue for you. You're going to be able.
Here we go. Here it is. Here is where I came in as an old punishing Grey Raven player. As you guys hear, Mimixol actually play like when he heard about Wuthering Waves. And I don't know about Connor's thought though, but like I think he's actually have played the game longer. But hear me out first, guys. Hear me out first. So in Punishing Grey Raven, when you actually went into the game and all you do is actually you don't connect your controller here. Let me show you. Here. On the controller button, I actually use the PlayStation 5 button, and yeah, skill orb 1, 2, 3, and so on is actually using this. Using something like this. See? Using something like this. It's actually more easy to understand for my finger, since I am actually a console player. But what if you guys are not a console player? What if you guys actually the one who actually on PC? What if you guys actually the one who actually always play with really not much UI that you need to push? What if it's something like that? Like what Connor's thought actually say? Someone who actually play MMO is not it's actually easy. Well, there's actually a mouse that actually have a number of buttons because the keyboard key use number. See, the keyboard key use number. But since it's actually from 1 to 2 from skill orb 1, if you see the setting is actually it's actually from 1, 2, 3. See here. It's actually said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't match your keyboard since number 1 in the from the UI, number 1 is from the right and number 8 is on the left. When the keyboard is actually number 1 is actually positioned on your left and number 8 is actually positioned on your right. What I do when I actually first jump into the PC client and I want to try playing it with using my mouse and everything, I actually okay with this kind of setup. Why? Because I actually always play the game in phone, so I know what to do, I know what to ping and everything like that. And but I still have I need to adapt to the core pinging. But what if it's actually someone new to the game? What if it's actually someone who actually doesn't know anything about the game? What if it's actually someone who doesn't experience something like MMO where you actually push so many buttons? Well, the thing is, you can actually just use the orb direction. Just reverse it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? It's simple. It's simple as that. See that? See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? It's simple. It's really simple. Now, what you need to actually do is actually just like if you want to ping something, you know what to ping. Just like what Connor's hears, what Connor's used as the setting. The orb 1 is actually on the left and the orb 8 is actually on the right. That is actually a template for yeah, playing on PC. This is actually a template playing on PC, but like for my template, I actually dismiss all the other button like attack, dodge, and everything else, because I know when to dodge, I know when the matrix is actually there and everything else. So like, yeah, I've been playing the game for such a long time, so I know what I'm doing. Even though before I'm actually streaming, I'm actually just a casual player of Punishing Gray Raven, but this is actually what you need to do when you actually jump into the game. This is what you really need to do. Okay? This is what you really need to do. You reverse all the orb from left to right, just like this, from one on the right and 8 on the left to 1 on the left and 8 on the right. So that way you will actually can understand more easily what you need to push. Aside from like, yeah, when you are actually panic, if you actually use something like this, you're gonna press 1 to ping the orb 8, because it's actually placed right there. Your brain will think that, oh, that orb is actually need to press by 1. But if you put it like this, it will be, yeah, it will be changed and many other things. But there's actually a major issue if you actually use things like this. There's actually some major issue. Let me turn it, let me make it little again and place it over here. Okay. So there's some major issue if you actually doing it like that. And what is that, if you might ask, is actually um it's actually something to do when you actually play using one of the newest character that actually wants you to ping orb on the top left. Wait, on the top right. Let's just use Warzone as what is it? As the as the example. So the character that you need to mine is actually Bianca Abystigma, because Bianca Abystigma core passive, when you actually do matrix using the hold dodge, the pinging, you need to ping the same color with the one on the screen. Wait, I'm gonna get into it. Wait. Let us I will actually show you guys. Wait, just wait. So this is gonna be tricky for you guys. Why? Because it will be like this. It will be like this. See here, the blue orb over here, because the orb is actually over here. It's from left to right now. So when you actually do this, you need to ping the right one. You need to ping the right one. So you actually see the what is it, the thing is, you will actually see the orb over here, and you won't even get dizzy though, because it's actually still the same. It's just that you actually reverse the UI for the core pinging, and it doesn't even bugs much, because it's actually okay. It's actually okay. No, it's actually not a big deal. Seriously, it's actually not a big deal. From left to right or right to left, it's actually not a big deal. I actually prefer using this one because I'm still playing it on phone, and this game is from phone, guys. This game is actually from phone. So I would say that because it's actually from phone, yeah, because it's actually from
I
phone.
didn't think about
So you guys actually need to keep in mind that the UI will be actually more phone friendly rather than PC friendly.
That's gonna be a pretty big shift. The reason the game was designed in this way is because Punishing Gray Raven was originally designed for a mobile experience.
See?
So you were supposed to just be
game.
using your thumbs to tap the skills or orbs that you wanted to be activating at that time. And to be honest, as somebody who's played it a decent amount on the on phones and on mobile, it really does work well. But I can understand that it might be tricky for some players who are coming in for the first time seeing this. People have been making comments about how the game was not super optimized for PC in its development, and that's because it wasn't. When Punishing Gray
Yeah,
Raven
it wasn't.
first released, it was only released on mobile, and there was no PC client released along with it. The PC client came like a year and a half later before an official one was actually
I was going to mention that, but he did it for me.
announced, and a lot of it needed to be moved over. But one thing that the game did launch with, like you saw
100%
before,
Big
is
Chunkus, they just
controller
do.
support. Now, maybe you don't have a controller, and I understand that that might be kind of annoying, but I honestly do think that PGR is...
Side note, the amount of people nowadays, the amount of kids, right? Namely the kids, who don't know what a controller is fucking shocking. So, this might not be an issue for everyone, but it is shocking the number of people that integrate. Okay, so a lot of people used to start on keyboard and mouse, and then integrate, and then you went to controllers, and now it's just like people are playing like on just their phones. So like, Pirate Software actually did a short on this, but my point being, like, people don't.
Experience.
It's amazing.
It's not as hard as you would
that
think.
a lot of
doing
them
the
don't know how to use a
different kinds
controller.
of inputs, using the regular, you know, circle, square, triangle, and then or doing the L2 alternate to pick the right orbs that you want to pick. I just wanted to bring that up at first, that yes, the game was not originally optimized for PC, and those of us who've played the game for a little bit longer understand that to be the case. But I understand that new players coming in from Wuthering Waves were expecting something a little bit different and something that was maybe a little bit more optimized for a desktop experience. So that's the first thing that I really wanted to address. And just to wrap up that point, that I would definitely say, play it with a controller on desktop before you really decide how much you don't like it.
Not many people actually have the budget and everything. This is for Mimic Soul. I don't know if it's actually for Connors though, but like for Mimic Soul, not all people actually have the budget for buying a controller. Like, they can actually buy a really cheap controller, but not many people actually have that many. What is it? The what is it? The money to buy controller, maybe. Yeah, not many people actually enjoy using controller. Their hand is actually more fixated using keyboard and mouse. Not many people can actually, you cannot generalize all the gamers actually use that same thing, because fun fact, because like there's actually some people who actually say something like that though. Like, you're not a real gamer if you're not this, you're not a real gamer if you're not that. Bruh, just let people enjoy their games. Why are you so, what is it, why are you so being pain in the ass if you actually say something like that? Just let people enjoy the game. I've been what is it, I'm starting my Punishing Gray Raven on stream, and also starting my Vtuber career, and I play Punishing Gray Raven on doing the meta and everything like that, because my viewers actually knows how to play it. My viewers actually teach me how to play it. Even I will actually mention like Zizi, Lipylong, Lanchasis. If you see those guys, those guys are actually someone who actually whose name actually can be found on the ranking board. Maybe Lanchasis is often on the ranking board though. And also their their guild is actually on the top 100 one, and I will say that not many people actually want to play the game, try hard and everything like that, but like, let them enjoy the game. If they actually don't have if they actually don't have Joy-Con or something else, just let them be. Just like what Connor's thoughts say, they actually expecting something that desktop friendly, and this is not desktop friendly, because this is actually from the mobile phone. And if like what Mimixo actually said, that people actually who doesn't know what controller is, or what this and that, well, the game is actually from mobile phone from the first place. So if they actually know that they can actually use controller on PC or maybe on laptop, they will actually maybe try using them. But I see many people, even Tommy Fascist actually use keyboard on playing on PC, and he doesn't have any issue at all.
I do really...
This is an absolutely base take by Connor. Okay. So I 100% agree with this. I would stand behind this 100%. Guys, you can get like a fucking $15 controller at Walmart, like a Logitech. Like the one that they used to crash the submarine with.
Oh, that's
Chloe,
not
hello,
me.
welcome
Okay,
to the
that's not me.
stream.
That's not me who actually said that.
But you can get a Logitech controller, guys. I promise you won't crash a submarine with this one, okay? But you will 100%. Like you might just enjoy it more. Also, that was just a little dark joke, okay? Don't take it seriously.
Think that PGR is a more optimal experience played on controller on the desktop, and on your phone it works just fine with using your thumbs, and both can be a great experience in their own right. So don't come into it expecting
both can be a good
Wuthering
experience.
Waves combat coming into PGR.
100%.
A lot of people understand
Because the thing is, they had to simplify the combat for Wuthering Waves. Okay.
Both of them are two different games, please.
Okay. They had to simplify it a lot more. And I guarantee it's going to also be very comfortable playing Wuthering Waves with the controller as well.
and that PGR's combat was kind of softened for Wuthering Waves, and it was twisted to be a little more applicable to an open world combat setting, with a little bit more of an emphasis on swapping between the characters in a slightly different way, also with characters only having the one skill. Now, there are some combos and things that are available in Wuthering Waves. I'm not trying to say that Wuthering Waves combat is super simple. There is still definitely a very high skill cap, but it's...
I see someone actually say that I'm probably gonna have much easier time with no orb. So, okay, then play Honkai Impact. There's no orb in there.
Not the same as Punishing Grey Raven. So
yeah, I noticed that, Rigashu. I noticed that. So, another thing... Okay, give me a second. 1 through 8 orbs, Wasad, shift, dodge, R, ult, right arrow. Yeah, honestly, that's one way to play. So for me, Chloe, I have to have full control over my camera or I lose my mind. Right, I have to have full control over my camera at all times. So, as I was about to say though, for me, yeah, I can't stand that kind of. I can't stand that. But for me anyway, I think, or not for me, but I think in my opinion, I guess that's the best way to put this. I think a lot of people are also going to be coming over. Okay, so they're going to be checking out Wuthering Waves from Genshin Impact, mainly because they're super disappointed with Genshin Impact, and understandable. So they're going to be checking that. They're going to be checking out Wuthering Waves. They're super disappointed with Genshin Impact. They find out that Wuthering Waves has super peak combat, and then it looks super clean, and it's super... Okay, so it's a much more high skill cap, but there's also still going to be fewer buttons. And then they go into, okay, well, what game's released right now? I didn't get into the beta. Okay, oh, Punishing Grey Raven. Let's go check that out. And then it has even more buttons. And so it's like you said before, if you're an MMO player, yeah, you're 100% going to be fine. But, plug a controller in and it will be it is a massive quality of life change.
Yeah, plug a controller. Like, if you don't have any controller, just
plug a controller
use
in.
what I said before.
Guys, you can swap between your mouse when navigating the UI and use your controller for just combat, and it works just fine.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It will be hard. It will be hard. Like holding controller and then mouse and everything like that, it will be hard. Just the simplest thing that they actually didn't mention is actually, this is actually the simplest thing. You can just swap, just change the orientation of the orb, for crying out loud, just change the orientation for the orb. The thing that why people actually still like having a bugging for their brain to actually figuring out what to do is actually just change the orientation. My God, I'm actually always like open my Facebook and see people on group or community of Punishing Grey Raven. They some of them actually asking like, oh my God, I cannot do the pinging orb on PC. It's hard, and like what to do. It's actually hard using keyboard, but I don't have any controller. See, not many people actually have those what is it, those kind of money. Maybe they actually like save up a lot of money for buying PC, for buying laptop, playing Punishing Grey Raven. It's actually good. But like not many people actually have those have those way much money to buy a controller. If you guys actually say like something like save up, god damn it, well just try for yourself. If someone actually if someone more richer than you actually say something to you like go buy this car, or maybe like go buy PS5, and you say like, oh my god, I cannot buy PS5, and then someone actually spout to you or straight on your face and say something like, just go buy PS5, what's so hard about buying PS5? You're gonna be so pissed, right? So from me, deeply from me, I don't know if you guys actually gonna side with someone who with people who actually straight up say to you to buy something expensive or something like that. But like from me, it's actually, if you don't want to buy a controller, that's fine. Just change the orientation of the orb. That way you will have actually a really good experience on playing on your PC using or laptop using your keyboard. That's it. Seriously. So your mouse is actually 100% full control on on the camera.
Fine, I promise you. But that is just my opinion, obviously. But I do think a lot of players are going to be coming over expecting that kind of experience.
True.
From Genshin Impact, because they're trying to they're looking from Genshin to Wuthering Waves, and then they're looking from Wuthering Waves. Okay, what did Kuro Games make? They made Punishing Grey Raven.
Nah, that won't be. Many players from Genshin Impact that I know, I actually have been playing Genshin Impact for quite a long time. Many people. Oh yeah, I actually played Genshin Impact from day one till Sumeru came out, and my last character is actually Wanderer Scaramouche, I think. But I won't be agreeing with that. Why? Because from like all the people who actually play Genshin Impact that I know, only 20% actually try playing Honkai Impact. But not that they try playing Honkai Impact from Genshin Impact, but they play Honkai Impact they play Honkai Impact first, then play Genshin Impact, because Yae and also Mei is actually in there now. Like the Raiden Shogun, and also Yae, the Yae Miko one. See? No, not many players actually wanna try that. If they actually went into Wuthering Wave, they will actually stay in Wuthering Wave. Seriously. But this is what they actually missing. Again, someone who actually spend more of their time, someone who actually spend more money on that game, okay? On that game, whatever it is, will they actually move to another game? See? Will they actually move to another game? If you actually spend more money buying skin, buying coding, buying weapon, and everything else, and then there's a new game with kind of the same thing, will you actually move? No. You won't move unless your account is not from your own. If you actually buy an account, you won't even have an attachment to that account. Seriously. But I don't know. There's many people who actually sold that account, but for me, I'm thinking that they will actually be someone like that though.
So I think that is going to play a big factor.
Expectation, yeah, you're going to be disappointed. But that's only the first concern that I wanted to address. Because I do think there are actually two more that a lot of people don't realize. Now, if you came expecting a Wuthering Waves-like story experience in Punishing Grey Raven, you are not going to get that. PGR tells its story in a more classic light novel format.
Visual novel.
Not light novel.
Books.
Yeah, visual novel.
Said that was just a nerd take, okay? I've played not visual novels enough times at this point.
And that is not going to appeal to everybody. And to be honest, early on in the story,
it's
pretty rough. I really wanted to skip the first 1 to 7 chapters.
As an old player, I will actually agree with this, because all people who actually play Punishing Raven actually agree with this.
Future parts of the story that really do pick up.
Yep.
But again, it still keeps to that light novel format. So if that's not for you and you're not going to enjoy the way that the story is presented to you, yeah, that's going to be another barrier that you're going to bump into and something
100%.
you'll probably be disappointed by. It is not that full animated cutscenes. There's not a lot of special animations mixed throughout. There are a few, but a lot of those really are limited to the previews.
Only
that are available
CGs.
for them.
Only
Outside
CGs,
of
and also
the game,
cutscene.
not as much
That's
inside.
it.
There are some inside before some PGR players start coming at me for that, but it's
Exactly what Rigashu said in chat. This is just another side note, right, guys? While we keep watching Connor's thoughts. Yes. Okay, if you come in expecting that you're going to be Blanc, you are not. Rigashu can testify how many attempts it takes. Guardian Soulblade can testify how many attempts it can take to master a boss fight. Kasumi PGR can testify to how many attempts it takes to master a boss.
Yeah, guys, that is right though. That is right. I mean, like you won't instantly be blank. Seriously, like it in my account, even people who actually watch my stream, who actually is a mod because they actually teach me stuff. Even they say that if you play from day one, this is actually still good for a casual player. See, for a casual player. But then I tried playing meta, and now look, I can actually just pick if I want to stay on leader or if I want to go on hero. See, this is the difference between people who actually like thinking that, oh my god, if I actually do something like this, if I actually do something like that. But no, it won't be like that. But there's actually some character who actually will help you brush off your skill issue, like Alpha Crimson Wave, like what everyone is actually spouting about. Alpha Crimson Wave will actually brush your skill issue off, because she's actually a really good character. She's actually a really good playable character, and that is a fact. That is a fact. No one in the community actually disagree with my opinion. Everyone is actually agreeing that Alpha Crimson Wave actually brush off skill issue, like dodging issue and everything. You Alpha Crimson Wave will actually brush off all of that.
And that's just one run. That means that everything
bad expectation going into combat, and that is also that there are going to be skill issues with PGR. PGR doesn't really softball its combat like almost at all. One of the first combats you get into in the story is designed for you to lose. You can beat it, but it's designed for you to.
What he's talking about is the very first boss that you
Yeah, the first boss is actually Alpha though.
encounter. That's the tutorial boss. They pull a very Dark Souls approach where it is you are meant to lose, okay? You are meant to lose to Alpha, okay? Dark Souls, what one was it?
So if you actually you can actually beat Alpha though in the beginning, but at certain HP, yeah, at certain HP, Alpha will actually deal you a killing one hit knockout one. And yeah, it is actually designed for you to lose, but you can actually beat Alpha by reaching a certain point of HP, and Alpha will actually do a special animation of herself actually do a killing blow.
3? No.
Lose. The game is trying to present to you, hey, look, this is what you're getting in for. This is the kind of combat to expect. Hey, look at that skill gap. You got a lot of work to do. You know, the first time you get your butt cheeks clapped by Lucia Crimson Abyss, it's a pretty shocking experience, but it's also a lot of fun because you realize where you can get to. But that's supposed to use them in various team combinations, and it can feel really daunting thinking about the amount of characters that you need to
this is his build, right? This is his build, and you can see the on the left there. There's so many triple S, but like mine is, and everyone else who actually free to play actually already do more than this one.
play better with. I think that's mostly just a consequence of it being a little bit more of a mature gacha game, but I know just
Nice.
that idea in general can be really daunting for a lot of people. So
Yeah,
my recommendation is
true.
don't come into it thinking that you need to learn every single character at once. Come into it thinking, what's a character I like, or find a character you like and learn to play them first.
Yeah.
Get the fundamentals.
Um, hard to take pill. Hard to take pill. Punishing Grey Raven, when you actually start the game, all the things in there, all the content in there is actually, you can just like bust in through all of the content on the stories and everything else with just one character that you most like. I mean, like, if you actually went into the game because of Alpha Crimson Wave, then that's fine, but you're missing two of the good other character that you will need to have for the PPC content and also for the Warzone content. Hehe. So anyway, you can just bust through all of those things with Alpha Crimson Wave, and after that everything will be done. And when you actually hit a rock bottom, or maybe like hit the end game, you will actually meet the stronghold, meet this they may meet with curse wave. Well, curse wave is you can actually done curse wave stronghold. You need more than one character that actually have all the equipment with all the equipment ready and everything like that. And then what will you actually get? Okay, I want to gacha more, I want to do this. Okay, then here there's PPC, Phantom Pain Cage. There's actually Warzone. Well, what do I need to do in there? You need a really good team on each element. And how do I do that? Gacha. That's why to people who actually saying something like, I'm gonna be all in on Alpha Crimson Wave, I'm gonna be just playing when Alpha Crimson Wave came in, you will actually have a really pain in the ass of waiting for progress. Because if you actually start on Bianca, that is fine. That is good, because you will actually get Bianca, you will actually get Lee, you will actually get Alpha. You just need to get the others via S rank picker. That's it. But if you actually starting from Lift, or maybe from Nanam. Oh no, from Lift. If you're actually starting from Lift, that is actually the best part for you to start. Why? Because Lift is actually an amplifier, that actually a new character, and then you will actually get a really good fire fire team on Lucia Crimson Wave patch. You will actually already have a really good fire team. You will actually already have a really good physical team. You will actually already have the ice team. You won't have a really good ice team, because all of the ice team character is actually way past there. But you will actually you can solo the ice using Ayla. So the Ayla is actually good. And then you will actually have a really good dark team, because you actually have Katarina Dark and also Selena. So see, it's not really that hard. And also Lucia Crimson Wave, it's actually a solo character. When I actually play Punishing Grey Raven CN, I got Alpha Crimson Wave, and this girl actually solo Warzone and also Phantom Pain Cage by her own. So yeah, there's no need for you to do swapping and everything like that.
Sure. Okay. TLDR. Pick a It is QT. First A rank was 21, and I built a
about how they're gonna get all the
I'm gonna have to edit this video because someone's being loud and not turning down the fucking TV. That's definitely not how the game
I
works
think
in
there's
this
two
game,
things
right?
that people are failing to consider. One, yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to be able to build every single elemental mono team right out the gate. It's going to take time for you to get some of the
true.
But I will say a lot of the
I think when I do my video, which is going to be shockingly similar, it is going to be a lot like this, right? So when I do my video, I am going to be going more in depth into what he means right here. But again, TLDR, it takes a lot of fucking time, okay? I'm almost 4 weeks into the game. I don't even really have Hypertune. Like, I have the bottom half. I have only, like, the bottom half, like, one Hypertune on each of them. Like, I don't have both Hypertunes on my
That is actually because you actually start 4 weeks ago. Seriously, yeah, that's actually why though. Like people who actually have some things like Connor's taught here, is actually people who actually spend many spend a lot of time on this. So um not to brag here, but like a play a gameplay time, like how many hours have you actually played Punishing Grey Raven, will actually be shown to what equipment on the character is. Like I will be amazed to him because I can see all the character all of those actually been hypertuned, and then one is actually, yeah, the strongholds, I think is actually he actually finished one of the strongholds. He haven't put any other stronghold. If that actually Alpha Crimson Wave on the stronghold, then that mean this is the only character that he's actually have it hypertuned, and that is okay because Lucia Crimson Wave actually solos the lightning stage on Warzone and also Phantom Pain
My
Cage.
alpha yet. Not to mention, I only have 2 teams, and they're not even completely fully built. So
Because you
keep
actually
that in mind
for
when
weeks.
going into this.
That's it.
A rank characters in the game can
Nice.
fill a majority of the slots if you do need to fill them on a team. You shouldn't just expect to walk into
Oh
a
yeah,
gacha game
PGR throws
expecting to get
characters
every
at you,
single S
and people are gonna expect to build them in a week. But unfortunately, it takes a lot more time. Or not hypertune, guys. I meant resonance. Oh my fuck! I meant resonance, guys. So I meant resonance. I know I don't have hypertune.
Okay, that's bad though. That's bad because this thing here, wait,
But the
this thing here's over here. Um, I actually play my friend account. She just got Alpha Crimson Abyss, and yeah, the old one. Um, it doesn't even take me 1 week. It doesn't even take me 1 week. It only take me like 2 days, 2 days or maybe just 1 days. All the memory is already the memory the same as my Alpha Crimson Abyss, and all the memory is actually already resonance in just 2 days. Well, it's actually 1 days though, but like I actually just got bored and everything. I went to my account again and play it again. But this is I can actually get the resonance for just like a day. Well, not a day though, a half a day. Seriously. But for the hypertune, like for the hypertune one, the red one, I mean the light blue one, it actually takes more though.
point is, like, even when I unlock hypertune, that's gonna be even more stuff. Okay.
reasonable. No gacha game is like that. However, like I said, PGR has got A rank characters that you can get very easily.
Holy fucking shit! I'm gonna have to turn the filters up.
On new accounts, you get a lot of these blue tickets, which is like standard banner currency. And when you're pulling on this banner, you get to actually pick which A rank.
Yeah, this is actually the good part though.
So if you
Hopefully
do need a
that
particular
still works and
character
doesn't
for
pick
a particular
any
team
background
composition,
noise.
you can have them selected, do 110 pull with the blue tickets, and you're basically guaranteed. If you want to be even more frugal than that, you could just do single pulls until you get the A rank character and then switch it again. You don't even have to do it in 10 pulls. You can get those characters. Now, I know a lot of people are disappointed by that because they're like, well, I don't want that. I want the S rank characters. Again, personally, I just think that's an unrealistic expectation to set. Again, to waltz into a gacha game.
You're always going to want the S rank characters, okay?
Yeah,
That's
everyone
because
wants
they
S rank
look the best,
character.
They play the best. They feel the best. And this isn't me dissing on the A ranks, okay? So don't even think that this is me dissing on the A ranks. The A ranks are good. Most of them are good. And they're very usable. But the S ranks are
Bridget are good. Noctis is good. Who else? Lee Palefire, the Fire God Lee. That's good. And then Leaf Lux, it's still usable. There's no one that actually replace her in the Lightning team when you actually want to do mono Lightning team, unless in a few patches, in two more patches, there will be who is it 2021 Feral Scent.
always going to feel superior because that is how a gacha game. Grey Raven, whole last video, Connor. And,
Okay, that's it though. That's it. That's actually my opinion on the Mixel and also Connor's thought about the major issue. The major issue. There's no issue. There's no issue. If you want to, if the new people want to read, if the new people want to reach out, because when I actually when my first ever stream, on Punishing Grey Raven, there's my PPC and also Warzone stream. There's actually Global Glory. There's actually the Pylong. I forgot. There's actually Selena. There's actually Kuya, and they actually teach me like what I do wrong. Oh, there's also Lanchasis. I forgot. There's actually also Lanchasis. They actually tell me what I do wrong. And now, look am I? I'm here doing the game on competitively. That's why I actually ditch out many other games that I actually played before, like that. But that's actually it though. That's actually it. I don't know if you guys actually agree with me, but if you want to know, if you actually want to, what is it? To think about this, what is it? The UI thing. This one, wait. The UI thing, that just do it as what I say. Just do it. If you don't want to buy Joy-Con for playing Punishing Grey Raven, that's fine. If you actually just want to spend your money on buying monthly on the Punishing Grey Raven, that's fine. Why? Because you can still use your keyboard and just reverse the orb so that you can ping the orb more. Yeah, you can actually ping the orb more easily because it's actually aligned to the number on your keyboard. If you doesn't go to UI and set that things up, then yeah, it's actually not gonna be aligned. It's actually gonna be crisscross like that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching though. If you want to know more, or if you want to ask more about Punishing Grey Raven, don't forget to subscribe to me and also give a like if you actually agree with me. But anyway, that's it. Bye bye.